What is the philosophy of strengths, of focusing on personal strengths? Well, back in the 1960s, a man called Donald Clifton started asking a question. What happens if we focus on what's right with people instead of what's wrong with them? If we focus on what the characteristic is of people who do really well, who produce exceptional results, not looking at people who fail to understand how we can remove the causes of failure, but looking actually at when people succeed, what is it they're doing? What is it that they have in common? What he found was that although they achieved similar outcomes in terms of high performance and good results, the way they did it differed enormously. And this led to an understanding that people can bring personal strengths, they can operate in their own strengths in quite different ways from each other. The most important thing is understanding, how do your strengths work? It's not about trying to become a clone of somebody else. It's not about looking at the areas where you don't get great results and thinking, how can I fix those? What do I need to do to make them go away? Strengths philosophy actually suggests that you should manage around weaknesses. You shouldn't invest in them. You shouldn't develop them any more than you absolutely need to. But instead, we should focus on the things you do really well. We should focus on those areas where when you do whatever you do, great results happen for you and for other people. So when we're operating in our strengths, we feel good. We actually feel energized because they are ways of thinking and feeling and acting that are very naturally us. So the more we do them and the more we use them, the more we feel like we're just getting a chance to be ourselves. Conversely, if we're operating in areas where we don't have much natural talent, then instead of operating out of strengths, effectively we're tripping up over weaknesses. And that's where life feels very tough. It's not energizing, it's not dynamic, it doesn't feel great, and you don't see a good result for the effort you put in. Understanding what had happened in my life through looking from a strengths focus or through a lens of strengths helped me to get my head around what I could do really well. And that left me with a passion to actually share this with other people. I'm a firm believer that there are some things that we can do better than most people around us. And often what we don't realise is actually how easy it is for us compared to other people to come up with great results doing something. It doesn't mean you're going to be amazing at everything, and I'm not saying that that's what you should be aiming for, but there are some things that you will do amazingly well, you'll actually find them quite easy, and the results you produce will probably be outstanding. This is where I want to bring the focus, and that is why I've started a Meetup group, which is all about focusing on strengths. It's about understanding, who are you? What do you bring? When you turn up and you're thinking and you're engaging with the world and you're looking to produce something or to contribute, what is it that you bring? And how do your strengths land with other people? How do they experience them? What's good, what's challenging about them? So the Meetup is to explore these ideas together. You don't need to have taken a talent assessment. We're going to look intuitively at yourself, a bit of self-reflection and observation, and to understand what you know about yourself already. If you want to go deeper into it, then taking a talent assessment is something I do somewhere else. But the Meetup is just to come and be open-minded to explore, if you like, and reflect upon the results you've achieved in your life. And through working with each other and doing exercises and having some discussion, we're going to get a better idea of where we can bring our best and how we can develop it further. I really hope that interests you. I'd love to see you at the Meetup. It's happening every 2 weeks. And you'll find it on the Meetup website. Discover your strengths for beginners. Please sign up and come along. It would be great to see you there. I'm Jason D. Gray.